All right. So, welcome to Mamas with Commas, everybody. We are back.
Hello, hello.
Did you miss us? We've been gone for 2 weeks, but we are back with our summer product show, and we have an amazing lineup for tonight. Nico, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Good to be back. Good to be back.
Yes,
That's for sure.
yes.
Crazy week, but we're all here.
We're here. We're here, and we're ready to chat it up. So,
Exactly. How you been
yes.
doing? You doing good?
Doing pretty good. It's been busy. I'm in Florida, so yes, I'm in that state that everybody just try to get back to life as normal, and I don't even know if it's working out. Like, people are getting the numbers are going up, with COVID, and luckily it hasn't struck us. But we're back in football practice. Two of our boys. We're back at basketball, AAU games. Just slowly but surely trying to get back into some sort of normal. My
Hmm.
kids opted to do like a blended schedule, so we're gonna do some online classes and some at the school and see how that goes. But yeah, that was
Gotcha.
our focus this week. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, to piggyback on that, the state of Virginia, I'm in Virginia. So the state of Virginia, they canceled high school football season for the fall.
Wow.
That's big because it's like, a lot of the kids their senior year, we're looking for
Wow. Those
that.
things.
So yeah. Yeah. I don't
Wow.
know about the colleges yet. I'm not sure. I'm seeing that they're still kind of on the fence.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the state. So we'll see. We'll
We'll have to
see.
see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, I know my 9-year-old, she's going to do the virtual.
Okay.
Just because with elementary school, just the way everything is going, I just don't see them going to be ready, prepared to work with the social distancing and things of that nature for that age by
Right.
September.
Right.
I just,
Right.
I mean, I could be wrong and I hope I'm wrong. But I just don't, me personally, I
Hmm.
don't feel comfortable. But some people they don't have a choice, which I understand. They got to work, so
Yeah.
it's kind of hard. So I totally agree with them in their decision. It's just for me, this works for me.
Right.
And then
Right.
things could change. We'll see how it goes. But right now, I just don't feel comfortable.
Right. Well, at
So
least we got options. That's the main thing.
right.
And um, Intisar is on. I want everybody to meet Intisar. She is one of the founders of Browndages, and I know you have two children, right?
I have three.
You have
Three,
three.
actually.
Are they
Yeah.
all school age?
Well, my youngest will start kindergarten this year. So,
Okay. What did you
however
guys
that looks,
plan?
I don't know.
Do you guys have to make any decisions yet, or?
Yeah, right now we're leaning towards 100% like virtual as well. It's just, I mean, I don't know. Like kids are not that thorough in their cleanliness on a day-to-day basis. And then with this heightened, time that we're in, I don't trust my kids, so therefore I don't trust other people's kids to just, keep their mask on all the time, wash their
Right.
Hmm.
hands, and just, not be in each other's faces. It's
Right.
too many things to consider. So we're leaning towards doing 100% virtual. We're just trying to figure out logistically how that's going to
Right.
work with both of us working full time. So.
Right,
Hmm.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many
Yeah.
people. My aunt, she's a teacher, and she posted a meme, and it said she's from New York. So it goes like, Miss, she has my mask. Miss, they said my mask is cheap. It was like these kids fighting in the classroom, about the mask, and I just stopped it. She has my mask on. I'm just like, I can imagine that happening. Like,
Right.
she
Yeah.
has mask. You're not. Don't share masks, guys. Like, no,
Exactly.
like.
Especially a
Yeah.
kindergartner, I'm just like if somebody has one with some kind of superhero on it, I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Can I see it? I'm
Yeah.
like no.
Yeah,
So
and they'll put it right on, not even, thinking for things. Oh, well, hopefully, you guys can make, the best decision for your family, and it's all about good health. Hussein, how are you doing?
Doing very well. Thank you. How are you?
Good. Thank you for being on with us tonight. We appreciate it. Do you have any little ones or big ones that you have to consider with school or anything?
Yeah, definitely have school age children. We have four. So
Oh,
our oldest being 13 and our youngest being 5. So they're all school age, and we've decided to sign them up for the digital academy.
Yep. So I think a lot of people are leaning in that direction. So, and the cool thing about it is we have the opportunity to teach them things in addition to what they would learn in the schoolhouse.
Right.
They'll have opportunity to learn real life, scenarios and issues. And I think it's going to be okay in the long run. It's going to be good. We're going to be fine. Yes. All right. Well, we wanted to definitely just kind of jump right into the chat. I'm just saying hey to some folks over here in the comments. We missed you guys. We took a little 2-week break to kind of circle back around, get our Instagram going, and focus on a couple of different connections that we made in the four-month period that we've been doing this. We're excited because today actually is 4 months exactly that we started doing Mamas with Commas. And we are just happy to be back tonight and to be on with you guys. I feel so honored to have both of you on. Intisar is, like I said, one of the owners of Browndages. Can you tell everybody that don't know, because everybody should already know, I mean, you guys have pretty much gone viral.
Oh, yeah.
But tell us about your products and how you got started.
Okay, yeah. So I am one of the co-owners of Browndages. Browndages is a bandage company that my husband and I started. Our tagline is the perfect bandage for brown skin. So we produce bandages that come in multiple shades of brown to represent and match the multiple shades of brown that we come in. We also have a children's line of bandages that feature images of children in aspiring professions, because we have, like I said, we have 3 children, and when we started this company, they had gotten to the age where they were starting to want the bandages that had, the superheroes and the princesses and stuff like that. Sad to say, I had to break the news to them they couldn't grow up to be a princess or a superhero. So we decided to actually get an artist to draw images of our children and one of Hussein's sons as well in aspiring professions that they could actually grow up and, want to become. So that's how we started our company. We launched in November of 2018, and we've vended in multiple places around the country before COVID, of course. And so it's just been really nice the way that people have been receiving our brand and connecting with it, and being able to see that representation of themselves. It's so many people, us included. That was one of the reasons why we started this company. Is we didn't know growing up that bandages were supposed to match your skin. I just thought they were. And so that was one of the reasons that we started the company. Once we realized that, and we realized that the bandages that we were purchasing from the stores, like, they didn't match any of the browns in our house. So we decided, let's go ahead and, fill that void that we were seeing. So that's like our origin story or whatever.
I love it. That's so amazing. We can spark so many conversations just off of it. But I'm going to bounce over to Hussein and just introduce you and the company that you have. Now, you guys know each other. We'll get into that, I guess, somewhere along the way. Basically, we wanted to reach out to Browndages. We heard about you guys, and we saw this amazing, colorful drink sitting on your page, and it was like ginger and organic, and I was like, oh my God, let me reach out to them. And both of y'all said, we'll be on. So I said, this is so cool. But Hussein, tell us about your business and how you guys got started.
So ours was kind of start off just being a social gathering, family outings. You always got someone in the family who makes the drinks, right? And I just happened to be, that guy, that brother, that uncle, whatever. So, we would have family gatherings, and I would make a drink. And at one family gathering in particular, I was just trying to make creative names for drinks. So I had like mango tango, some like berry drink, and then I made a ginger drink because I love ginger ale, you know, just ginger drinks in general. So I put on the label, because everybody was over and we had the little pictures with the labels, and I put ginger to remember. I was like, I like the sound of that. Had a nice little ring to it or whatever. So, you know, we had that, and then it just continued, you know, doing different gatherings and things like that, and we actually incorporated the business in March. So, like during COVID, we actually started the ginger business officially, like, you know, LLC and everything like that. But before then, we were just doing, you know, little venues and little family and friend gatherings, you know, like that. So, but you know, we got such a great response from everybody who tried it that we might have something here. So
absolutely, you guys got something here. I'm a rave on it the whole night, so y'all just get ready. Like I have my smoothie. I'm so excited. Nico, did you have any questions for Intisar to get started?
So I love the idea of how you got started with the band, you know, because I didn't know that either at all. As far as you're supposed to, like, who would have thought that or whatever? Was it hard to kind of, when you thought about that, to kind of jump out there and do that, you know, as a mom with three, you know, with the kids? I know for me it was very hard to start off my consulting business. I always doubted, like, maybe I'll wait, you know, maybe I'll wait till this one goes off to college, or maybe I'll wait till the summertime, you know, when the kids are not in school, and it'll be a little bit easier. So did you have the same type of fear a little bit to jump out there like that, or was it natural?
I would have to say no, which I don't know why, but no, I didn't actually. I would say I come from like a family of entrepreneurs. Like all my life, my father has worked for himself. I grew up working at his store. He owns a men's clothing and shoe business. I grew up working there. We have really close family friends that also have multiple businesses that I work for them. So like, to me, it was just like a natural thing. At some point in my life, I have to start a business. Like this is just what we do. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So my husband and I, we just always used to like toss around ideas. Some of them, you know, they go much farther than that. But this one, we were like, you know what? Like, I think this can actually, you know, take off and go somewhere and be something for our family. And we were so fortunate. Like I said, I have a lot of really close family friends that are in business. And one of my father's really good friends, he has a lot of connections in manufacturing. And so it was just like an easy call. My dad was like, oh, call Malik. And I called Malik. And he was like, oh, no problem. Bandages? Yeah, sure. Let me connect you to this person and that person. And so from there, it just kind of, you know, we were able to find a graphic designer who did all of the product design for us. She came up with all of the designs for our products. And it was strange because my husband is actually an author. Like he's authored 3 children's books. And so she was the illustrator for his books. And it just so happened, we were like, hey, do you like dabble in package design? And she was like, yeah, I do. So it was just like everything kind of just came together for us. Strangely enough, one of the hardest components to find was an artist to draw the pictures of the children. It was like we reached out to so many artists, and they just were non-responsive to us because it was important for us to use like a Black illustrator. I know, like the woman who illustrated his book, she is of color, and so it was important for us to find an illustrator for the children's images to be Black as well. So it was like we had, you know, a couple people who would go far, and then they were like, they just like dropped us and went MIA. So we were finally fortunate to find the artist that we went with, and she was very responsive. She very quick turnaround. Like I've never actually met her in life. Like all of our business was done via like Instagram, and like that worked. You know what I mean? So once we found her and we had the graphic designer, it was just a matter of passing off our designs to the manufacturer, and they like printed and manufacture all of our work. We launched, like I said, in November 2018 at the first annual We Buy Black convention in Atlanta, Georgia, and we just got an amazing response from people like face to face. So that just gave us like the boost that we needed to continue. Like when our product was released to the public, that was the first time we saw our product. We had everything like shipped to Atlanta for that convention because we were like, this is like an amazing platform to launch our business, you know?
Right.
And so we were we were received so well by the people there that, you know, it gave us the confidence that we needed that our business actually could, you know, continue to grow.
That is such an amazing story. I can't imagine being like, it's gonna meet us.
Yes.
The product's gonna meet us in Atlanta.
You know? It was like what are we doing here, guys? But it was like
my anxiety.
We got there. We drove like from Ohio to Atlanta overnight. The convention started like 9 a.m. Friday morning. We got there at like 3 a.m. Friday morning, and we had to sort through the product. And we were just like, you know what? No,
that's it.
Let's do this. Like, yeah,
that is great. That is awesome.
And I like the way you said it all fell in play. So it was like, you know, there was really no reason for fear because it all was supposed to happen the way and all in its divine order. It happened the way it was supposed to happen. Right. So yes, that's dope.
Right. So I don't know, like, I know you say you guys launched or, you know, got that first package and started selling in 2018. But in relation to where we are now, 2020, you know, on lockdown, I tried to get your product and you are completely sold out.
Look, it's been an amazing past month. Ever since, I would say, when lockdown first happened, you know, business was a little slow. But as the, like, you know, the level of social unrest started and people were leaning towards, you know, supporting Black owned and small owned businesses, you know, business started to pick up more than normal. From there, like the announcement of like the major bandage companies announcing that they were going to be extending their colors to, you know, accommodate us. People like our supporters and so many people online that we don't know were so vocal in saying that, you know, this company, Brownages, they've been doing this since 2018, support them. And so in a matter of, I don't know, less than a week, really, the product that we had on hand, we had it staged so that it would last us for the rest of 2020. But within less than a week, like the public sold us out. So we're now trying to regroup and, you know, re-up all of our products. So it's going to take a little while, but we're definitely working on it, like literally night and day. But we're excited to, you know, be able to restock and be able to provide people with these bandages.
Good, because I'm looking forward. I'm truly looking forward. My family, I've raised 7 kids. I know the importance of Band-Aids. I have 3 boys. They're all high schoolers. They're big. We're all a variety of colors. It just fits so perfectly in so many. Oh, there we go. Band-Aids just fit so perfectly. Your idea, your concept in any household. It's amazing. So that's a good little segue back over to Hussein with that ginger drink she just shook. This is my version of it. I made it into a smoothie tonight, and it's the Ruby. Which of the drinks is the most popular?
I would say the lime and the Ruby have been probably the most popular. People tend to, like, once they taste them, they're like, yeah, this is it, you know.
Yeah. So that's exactly how I felt. So refreshing.
Now my favorite actually is the original with the honey. It just has a little different flavor. Like we all formulate all of our ginger drinks with the same base, like the same base formula with the ginger. But when you have the different sweeteners, it makes it, a little slightly different, but it's still all the same, still good and everything like that. But I tend to like the original honey. Really, that's probably my favorite. So
okay. What are the different sweeteners that's used in the different drinks? So I have the 4. I have the mango. Which sweeteners in that one?
okay, so you bought the sugar
pack?
based one, yeah, the variety pack, which is our top seller because everyone wants to try, like, hey, what flavor do I want? So that's the best way is to go with the variety pack so you can see what flavor you actually like. Now on our website, you have the ability to choose from different sweeteners. So we have, you can go with the cane sugar base, the monk fruit and stevia blend for those who have, issues with sugar, like if you're on a low sugar diet, like keto, or if you have diabetes or anything like that. We wanted to offer our drinks to everyone. So that was the main focus on having those different sweetening options. So then we have honey, which we all know honey, extremely beneficial if it's organic and raw. It definitely is medicinal in that regard. So yeah, we wanted to have that option for all of our customers.
Gosh, I didn't realize that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Nico, did you have any questions? Kick off? I don't know if she can. Oh.
No, I'm just
sorry.
So what's a good one for energy? Like I have really low energy and I just sometimes, like, I'm not a morning person. So like, and I don't really eat a big breakfast. So what would be a good juice like to kind of get the energy flowing for someone who had low energy?
So we do have a natural energy drink. It's actually black ginger. And most people have never heard of black ginger. I've only learned about it, I would say, in the past year. Since I've up my research in ginger. So black ginger, it originally comes from Thailand, and it looks similar to the ginger, the normal ginger, but it's purple. Like, so when you cut the fruit, it's a dark purple inside.
Wow.
So black ginger is beneficial for energy.
Okay.
It actually increases your energy level starting out on the cellular level. So your cells get more energy. So in turn, it pushes energy throughout your body. I'll recommend, if you're going to be lounging, do not drink it because you'll be running around like a busy bee.
Wow.
I talked to, some of my brothers, they work out, go to the gym. And my brother, he was like, wow, I was running around. I had so much energy throughout the day. So if you're interested in, an alternative, besides coffee or some of those energy drinks, which, they've been getting a lot of bad rep because of, the caffeine and some of the other ingredients that they put in them.
And the sugar.
Yeah.
It's some not coffee, but the coffee doesn't do well with my body. So I can't do coffee, and I don't like the energy drinks. So it doesn't really work for me. So that's why, this would be perfect because I need something to kind of get me going in the morning and keep me there, because all of those things, it gets you up there and then boof, you have a crash where you're like dead to the world.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a gradual, it's not something where you'll be jittery or shaky or anything like that, but it's noticeable. It's noticeable, definitely. And if people go to our website, they can click on the link that says healthy when you scroll down on our page, and then you can read up and watch a video on black ginger. So, and see if it's something that is good for you.
We've got
Sounds
some folks
good.
in the
Sounds
comments.
good.
Yeah, they're excited about the black ginger. We haven't heard of it, so we're definitely learning something. So we can go on the website. You can order the black ginger. Where are you guys shipping from?
So we're based in Cincinnati, Ohio. So we ship out of Cincinnati, and we ship to all 50 states. We've done orders to Oregon, Cali, Florida, Iowa. I mean, we've been shipping around. So
Yeah, so hopefully you'll have we have a lot of guests that watch out of Virginia, out of Florida. So guys, I ordered mine. I think it was like Monday, maybe Sunday or Monday, and I got it on Thursday, yesterday morning. So it got here super quick. It was in a nicely packed. I think they were still like a little bit cool. And like I said, I'm in Florida. The drinks, they arrived perfect. The packaging was perfect. They taste amazing. So far, I've had the lime, and the ruby is the one I'm drinking tonight. What is the ruby? What is that one made out of?
So ruby is hibiscus, and hibiscus has, so many different health benefits. As far as it's high in vitamin C, it's good for lowering blood pressure. So like, imagine drinking something that tastes good, and it's like, wow, this is actually helping with my blood pressure. So,
Yeah.
but we wanted to name a little different, throw our spin on it, so we called it Ruby.
Yeah.
So
It looks like it. It's that pretty purple, and it's so cute. It's so nice to drink. So it was perfect.
yeah, it's very popular. It's like I said, one of our top sellers, the Ruby.
Yeah, yeah, we love it. Um, let's go back to Intisar, and just talk about how your family supports you guys on your business journey. The family as a whole. The picture that I kept posting was your husband, and the kids squished in the middle, and everybody holding a little package up, and it was such a cute representation. So how does the whole family play a part in the business?
Well, when it gets busy, we have to put them to work. Like plain and simple. I'm like, you guys want to reap the benefits of this business, then you need to put in some work. So,
Yeah.
my oldest is 10, my other daughter is 8, and then my son is 5. So he tries his best, but he gets limited access to things. But the 10-year-old and the 8-year-old, they're very helpful. Like I said, that the right at the end of June when we had that big surge of sales, like they were very, very helpful in helping us getting our orders packed and sent out in a timely manner. And it was so busy, like we had to, reach out to our extended family and friends, including Hussein's mother-in-law and his wife. We had to bring in my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, all my in-laws came, cousins, nephews, my mom, my aunt, like anybody who was available. We were like, hey, you know where we live? Stop by, give us an hour or two. But we wouldn't have gotten through those orders in such a timely manner without the help of our friends and our family, our extended family. They came through in the clutch, really. They did.
That is so awesome. It's nothing like family when you're running a business, that support that they
Yeah.
give you, whether it's a share or, a word of mouth, or getting down in the trenches like your
Right.
family did, and coming through in the clutch moment. So
Yeah.
that's awesome. Yeah, for sure. Um, so I guess with I'm just like ecstatic to hear the effects of Buy Black, and how
Yes.
it's really,
Yeah.
really making an impact right now, because
Mm-hmm.
we all know, over the years, we tried these movements before, we
Right.
tried these ways before. And it's just like, I hate to call it the perfect storm, but it's just like the perfect blend of issues that's going on right now that has really awakened us. We woke, and we're paying attention,
Right.
and we're able to react and respond as a community in the way that we're supposed to. So
Mm-hmm.
to see that you guys have been able to receive a benefit from it, and Ginger to remember, that you guys are receiving a benefit from it, and even through our platform, we feel like we're part of the positivity, because
Yeah.
that's what we stand for. That's who we are. That's what we're wanting to do. That's a mission for, I know, the people in my home, my
Right.
kids.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's paying attention, and they really want to be able to support. So I just want to bring attention to that, because in the past, I think we kind of like, are we really making a difference? Are we really
Mm-hmm.
going to die on the 7th? Are we going to black out on Saturday?
Yeah.
This is really making a difference for small Black businesses, and it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
It is. I mean, it
yeah,
is. And I think we know it is making a difference. We know it is. I just think that if we stick together more, like I like the fact that you guys are working together, you know, and supporting each other. And, you know, even if it's 45 minutes of your time coming by and we do it together, just when you actually see it, it resonates more for you because you're actually doing something. You're adding a piece to the puzzle. So you tend to appreciate it more.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's wonderful to incorporate your family, like your kids, so they can see from young. And just even hearing you and saying that, you know, your family's always been entrepreneurs. So that was something that was natural for you. And that's what we want our kids, for it to be, and the next generation to be natural for them. And create these communities where we don't have to go outside. And because if you look at every other race, they have their own communities. And their kids, it's like this: when they go to school, they don't have to find work, they have a job. They don't have to beg anybody for work. We need to do the same thing.
And that's definitely one of our goals and one of our missions with, you know, just spreading the word, grassroots, small conversations, you know, bringing the business to the community and vice versa, so we can all get to know each other and see the impact, visual, and know that it's actually working, you know. Hussein, what is you guys' goal, 6 months goal? What are you guys looking to do, like, in the next 6 months with your business?
Yeah, so we have outlined some goals. So just about every Saturday we have a Zoom conference. So we have a team which includes you know, my brother, my nephew, my mother's husband, and, you know, like, we just get together and we have a Zoom conference and we outline, like, you know, our sales this week, you know, our marketing ideas, our marketing you know, strategies, you know, how we want to grow, you know, what ways we can improve our you know, our product you know, exposure and things like that. So that's been really beneficial. It's just like dedicating that time out, you know, because with a small business, you're not going to have those, you know, big corporate boardroom kind of meetings, you know. So, but we bounce ideas off each other, and, you know, we always, you know, from our customers, we always look for, you know, positive feedback, you know. So anything like that, you know, it's like, hey, you know, this is good, you know. So we take, you know, all those into account. And we do have a plan to grow the business, increase our production, exposure, and, you know, work to get in some of the, you know, the local stores. And then, you know, eventually, you know, it'll be nice to get some of the national chains as well. So,
yes, the taste, it is so refreshing. It is so good. I mean, I can just see it being explosive, you know. You're in Cincinnati, right?
correct.
If you're in Cincinnati, can you buy it locally, or is everything done? They purchase online with you guys?
So we do have local delivery in Cincinnati and in Columbus. So if you were to go to our website and you live in, you know, either of those cities, you can, instead of picking the normal shipping option, you can select local delivery.
Okay.
And then you'll get it, you know, delivered to your home. So that's what we have, you know, as our available options as of now. So.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Nico, did you have anything to add? I know I keep wanting to bring up ginger ale because I know you mentioned it, Hussein. And
yes,
I have tummy issues. I'm a ginger ale drinker. I don't touch. Everybody that knows me know I drink a coffee in the morning. They know Toya will go crazy if she don't have a coffee, and she will have a ginger ale or two at some point in the day. And I wanted to eliminate the soda, so you know, that's why I'm just like so happy to have you on as a represent your company. I'm glad that I ordered it because I was able to taste it. You know, it was the shipping time. I was able to have the whole experience. I'm going to be a customer. I love it. It's going to be a good alternative. I can finally put those sodas down. Nico, what's your thoughts and feelings? I know you do the ginger ale too.
Yes, and I'm definitely going to try because I'm looking for the more natural I have eczema issues. I have and as I've gotten older, I've had a lot of flare-ups. And so I've cut out a lot of stuff out of my diet. I've been trying different things. Like I've cut out dairy products. You know, I don't drink milk anymore. But the problem I have is that I have a very bad peanut allergy. So a lot of things that are natural and healthy for you, they add almonds or tree nuts or things of that nature. So it's very hard to find certain things. But so when I find something, I kind of gravitate to that. What's some of the benefits of using fresh? Because I know some people don't really understand some of the benefits using fresh products. As I see your products, and I definitely like the ginger. I definitely want to try that. And the energy booster, the black ginger, like that, awesome. Like I'm definitely on that. Like, I'm gonna order that tomorrow. You know. So what's some of the benefits that's good for, immunity in your body, especially with all of these things going on today?
Yes.
Right.
Having the fresh product, to have, to use.
Yeah, definitely. Fresh ginger, has a different taste than, like if you have the tea, like you have the black tea, it's going to be dry ginger. And it has a little different taste. Now, ginger in itself has all the medicinal properties because of gingerol, which is the active ingredient that gives it all its, medicinal properties. So ginger is wonderful for gut health. And we know gut health is related to eczema, asthma, so like a lot of doctors are really stressing you have a healthy gut, and ginger is the perfect, food or beverage, to help you get there, help you get to a healthy gut. It's huge anti-inflammatory, and we know chronic inflammation leads to, disease. So ginger is excellent, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant. We know antioxidant is helpful for, also keeping diseases and issues at bay. So, and that's what we like to use. We use fresh ginger, almost a pound each bottle. So it's a good amount of ginger in there, and you'll definitely reap the benefit. We do tell our customers that, if you buy our sugar one, it does have sugar. I mean, it's cane sugar. It's not the highly refined beet sugar or anything like that. But keep in mind, it is, sugar. So if you're wanting the higher medicinal level, I definitely recommend, getting the honey or the monk fruit or stevia blend, so you won't have, any of that, high sugar if you're concerned with sugar. But, otherwise, you can order the regular sugar cane version, which is, excellent. It's our most popular. And, ginger is the most studied herb in history. I mean, they have evidence going back 5,000 years of, people using ginger. So,
Yeah, have these on deck, you guys. They are just an amazing drink. And I know you got yours. Which one do you drink? You have the lime, Intisar? Yes, she has the lime. She's muted.
Yep, I have lime.
Yes.
My favorite. This is my favorite flavor.
What's your feedback?
I mean, I'm not a lime person at all. Like I kind of actually dislike lime, but when I first tasted Hussein's lime flavor, I was like, you know what? This is better than the ruby. Ruby has been replaced. So I really enjoy it. It's very refreshing. It's like when it's like cold, it's just like it can't be beat. Like it really can't be beat. Yeah.
So good.
So we're just super grateful that we have local delivery here in Columbus. Whenever we need a fix, we ain't gotta wait for a couple hours. Go right up the street, go grab some. So yeah, that's what we actually did. Like she left it at 7. We're like, let's go get some ginger to remember.
Yes, it's like that. It's like I need to have it for this moment. So Nico, it will be here for the birthday party in October. For my birthday, I'm gonna have it here. Yeah, we'll do some ginger.
But I gotta try it before then.
Yeah, you can try it. You order your black ginger tomorrow and let us know how that tastes.
I will.
Intisar, what would you like the world to know about Brownages before we jump off?
What I would like the world to know is that like we created this brand for us. Like it was to fill a void that we saw within our community, and it's been received so well, and people have the feedback that we've gotten from people saying like, all my life I didn't know this, and now this is here and I can't go back from unknowing it, and you have a customer for life from us. Like it's just been wonderful. So we just want the world to know that we truly appreciate all of the support, all of the tags, all the shares, all the verbal telling your mama, your cousin, like, hey, check out this brand. Like we truly appreciate it. Just word of mouth support and advertisement has been like truly changing for our company. Like I said, when the social unrest came, and just so many people who were tagging us, as you know, and not just us but other Black-owned businesses that carry products that you use on a daily basis, be it toothbrushes or um, like bandages or dish soap or anything, just day-to-day items that you wouldn't even give too much thought about, just putting it out there when you're within your community, telling them like, hey, there's a Black-owned small business that produces this same product. Why not replace the traditional brand thing that you can buy from the store? Yes, it takes a little bit more effort because 9 times out of 10 you have to order it online. So there's not an instant gratification in it, but it's like the gratification you get from supporting this small business. Like I've seen memes where they said like every sale that a small business gets, like you putting a smile on a mom or a dad's face pretty much. It's like, because it truly affects, like, it's like we don't take any of the orders for granted. We don't take any of the likes, the shares, or anything like that. We know that like this is a hard and tough time that we're living in. So the fact that people are spending what they have to support us is just very like humbling, and we just truly appreciate it.
Yes, it is. It is. We've blown Small Business Saturday out of the water with this mission and this effort that we're doing during this time, right?
Right.
Lasting way longer. Businesses are so successful right now, and I just pray and hope that and push the energy out there that it just continues.
Yes.
It's such a good wave. And gosh, I'm trying to think. It looks like we pretty much asked, what would you like everybody to know about Ginger to Remember, Hussein? Just in closing.
Well, I would like everybody to know that, we've always been about health, so like if you can get something that's healthy and it tastes, delicious, then, I think it's really good, especially with everything going on, like, Intisar was saying, just this environment we're in, where we're seeing a lot of, Black people suffer health wise. So if we can do something to prevent, low immune system or anything like that, then, it makes us, proud, or, that we can help someone, because ginger has a lot of, it's too much. Like you can't do one segment on all the benefits of ginger.
Right.
We're just fortunate and grateful that we're, have a company where we can share some of the benefits of ginger, and, potentially, help, others' health and, well-being. And that's what we want to do. We want to be known as a healthy or a wellness kind of beverage company, that, is easy to access. So.
Good. That's awesome. And we're happy to have y'all on as our summer products.
Yes.
The drinks that you sent down, they are so refreshing, so tasty. I can see them at a barbecue. I can see them being in the cooler on the way to the beach. just with the black
Yes.
ginger, subbing that out instead of having coffee during the summer, but also being year round as well. As we approach the winter, we don't really know what to expect. So we want to keep our immune system boosted up. So y'all grab you some, support this company. And then to start with the bandages, I thought it was so cool as a mom. I know this is the time that our kids are outside, they're riding bikes, they're falling and scraping knees and all of this good stuff and sad stuff. But you guys have created this product that you can put on, it
Exactly.
camouflages, it blends right in with the skin, it's their color, or even you have the ones that are inspiring with the drawings of the health professional. And what are some of the pictures that you have on the Band-Aids, the inspirational pictures of what we got?
Okay. We've have 5 different children boxes over the course of our existence. Our first 2 boxes were, the first girl box was Naila, the aspiring chef, Yasmin, the aspiring veterinarian, and then it was Zane, the aspiring pilot, and Tahir, the future astronaut. Since then, we've developed a unisex box that had Nuela, the future ballerina, and Jasir, the future judge. We've had Gibson, the aspiring firewoman, Nova, the future florist. We have Antonio, who is an aspiring teacher, and Falah, who is a future scientist. So it's our goal to, introduce new characters every year. So be on the lookout for some new characters come 2021.
I love the realistic or the reality of it, because we teach our kids fairy tales that's not realistic. When they get in the real world, it's not realistic. So I like the fact that you're showing them early the different things that you can aspire to be.
They see it, it's visualized.
Exactly.
Thank y'all so much. I know we can chat more and more and more. And I want to stay connected. Me and Nico, we love to stay connected with our guests. And just when the bandages hit the shelves, we're going to be checking and ordering it, So we're going to be like, hey, she has some. You guys order. Do you guys have anything else on the website that you're selling?
Yes. My husband is a children's book author, so his 3 books are available on our website. We have pajama sets that have the children's characters on them, so we sell pajama sets. And we have a few other things in the works, so keep on lookout for our website. You can sign up now to be notified once we've restocked, and I think everybody will be excited for what's to come.
We are
excited.
We are so excited. You guys keep pushing. We're rooting for you. We will be supporting you. We will continue to spread the word. We'll reach back out if we find any other opportunity, if you guys want to jump on. But thank y'all so much for being on with us tonight. And we will be in touch. We'll keep ordering the ginger drinks. We'll be waiting to see what you guys have planned. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Okay, so we're gonna bring in Marlena. She is the owner of Noor Beauty. Let me bring her in. I hope I pronounced it right. Hey, darling. Can you hear me okay?
I can. Can you hear me?
You're very low, but we can hear you.
Okay, let me make sure. On my end, volume. Sorry.
It's all right. Take your time. We're going to transition over. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're going to get ready for part 2 of our conversation tonight of our summer products. And y'all are going to be excited about this conversation because Marlena is your one-stop beauty shop. She's about to break it down from the top to the bottom and let you know what she has going on. Let's see if we can hear her okay. What's up? What's up?
Okay. Can you hear me better?
It's still a little muted. What do you think, Nico? How was it on your end?
Yeah,
Let
I
me
can
just put my
hear her.
mic to you.
It is low, a little low, but I can hear her.
You can hear her? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She looks so
Okay.
cute.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Where you want me to start?
Yeah, let's jump right in. So tell us about the businesses that you are currently running right now.
Okay. Well, currently I'm in the midst of rebranding. So it's the Nora View brand. That's going to be the new name of everything because I started with an extension line, which was I celebrate my 4-year anniversary next month on the 15th. And from that, a cosmetic line grew from that in 2018. And then this past November, I added on a botanical skincare line. So when I started, I just thought I was going to sell hair. Then I realized about 16 months in that it was already a super overly saturated market. And
Saturated.
it seemed like, yeah, but it
Yeah.
seemed like a year in, it was just like, wait, everybody's selling hair.
Yep.
So I already knew that I wanted to do other things. So I just really said, okay, mind you, when I started adding other things to my line, I never really thought like, oh, I'm going to be a full beauty brand. It just kind of like turned out that way. It was kind of like, I'm not gonna say it was by accident because I did always want to start my own cosmetic line, but I never thought about skincare. But then when you like think about cosmetics, the foundation is good skin.
Yeah.
So currently, I have a 9 egg virgin hairline. I have a clean and cruelty free cosmetic line, and I have a 100% botanical skincare line.
Okay. All right. So this is my cousin, just so that everybody knows. And she
And
lives
where
in
are
New
you from?
York. She's in the Bronx, so Nico is connected to her in that way. Nico is from the Bronx
Oh,
as
okay.
well.
BX, baby.
Yeah. And
YO, and BX.
I'm born and raised in Yonkers, but
I
sometimes
got
people start
I
getting.
was giving YO their
But I've
props.
been in Yonkers for 20 years, so they both of those cities are very like near and dear to my heart.
Yes, yes, yes. We used to hang out in Yonkers and shop and stuff like that. So it's close, Yonkers and the Bronx. We connect very well.
Yeah, it's
But
like
you,
bro.
yeah, but you guys had Jada Kiss. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mary J moved out to Yonkers, so we got those.
you can it's quite a few people. It's quite a few people that came from Yonkers in the Bronx that
Yep,
Hmm.
are like doing great things.
Yep.
yep.
So it's a rich history.
That
Yes.
that's true. That's
Definitely.
absolutely true.
Definitely.
We keep having guests, or like just connections keeps going back to that area. It's something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's very cool. That connection that we have is amazing. Um, Tell us, you're a mommy, so tell us how
Yeah.
motherhood has played a role in you wanting to be an entrepreneur.
Well, that's the main reason why I became an entrepreneur. So pretty much, I haven't worked for anybody in almost 17 years. So pretty much, my story is I have two sons that are on the spectrum. When it came time for them to be in school and their programs, I realistically couldn't find a job that's gonna like let me come in at a certain time and leave at a certain time so I could be accessible to my children. So I've always been good with children. My mother watched children. I've seen her watch children my whole life. I'm the oldest of seven. I have six little brothers. So I've always had children in my life. I've kind of watched kids here and there. So I just realized, like, you know what? Let me turn this into a business because I was already working in daycare center, making $250 a week, being an assistant teacher. And I just realized that I could do this in my own environment, under the guidelines of New York State and make a whole lot more money
Right.
and make a huge impact on children. So that's actually like my passion is children. So pretty much me having my children made me become an entrepreneur.
That's awesome.
Awesome. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I know that you made a transition from the childcare to the beauty industry. So how did that feel inside, and how did that, like, how was that a goal? Was that always a goal, or did it happen by accident?
Well, I always knew since I was so good hair that I always wanted to sell hair on the side. It was just like, oh, okay, that's a good hustle, side hustle. So, like I said, children in the daycare has always been my passion. So, in 2015, I took the steps to transition from a home-based child care provider owner to a center. Did a whole bunch of work. That dream just pretty much came crashing down. Things just had changed with the zoning of the place that I pretty much got renovated. So I was going to be, in my head, I was going to be taking over the daycare center world in New York City. But God's plan was that, you know what, Marlena, maybe down the road you can be that person, but for right now, I want you to do this. So
Right.
that didn't work out. I just pretty much prayed on it. And then just one night it just hit me like, you've always wanted to sell hair. You've always wanted your own online business. So it just hit me like, this is what you need to do. I knew the
Okay.
daycare thing wasn't going to work. I knew I only had a limited amount of money, and I knew that I couldn't go back to school. Not that I couldn't, I just didn't, it didn't fit in my lifestyle at the time. I needed something where I could start and build. It wouldn't take forever. But
Right.
building a brand does take time. That
It
was like
takes.
the naive side for me when I in 2015, because I launched in 2016, but that was just like the real young, naive entrepreneur, not really understanding that it's going to take years to build a
Mm-hmm.
brand, a reputable brand at that.
Right.
So me losing one dream opened the door for me to do this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your hair is an amazing quality. Like it is a really beautiful. How did you find, like, it's so much going on in the industry right now? Like you said, it's super saturated. Like, how did you find the right vendor, and what was the success story behind the quality?
Yeah, that was, and this is why I wholesale, and I wholesale at a very good price. So you don't spend thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands
Yeah.
of dollars like I did initially, not understanding the game, not knowing that there's so many vendors out here that you can reach and contact. You just have to do your own work. So pretty much in the beginning, I didn't know all the resources about all the vendors. So I actually went to another top company because they were doing wholesale, and I wholesaled from them. And the hair was fine; it was beautiful. But then once I started getting into the world, I started realizing that, wait a minute, I don't need to get it from this person because I could go straight to the person where I'm going to get the great price for, in which I can also become a wholesaler and give this
Right.
opportunity to other women like me. So this is the reason why I started this business, is because I felt like, why are we the top consumers of
Yeah.
the hair industry? I know other women wear extensions and all those things now,
Right.
okay, but it's like at the end of the day, I felt that that's like didn't make any sense to me. So I said I'm gonna make this beauty brand. That's why it's Nor Beauty, which a lot of people don't know means Black Beauty in French. That just didn't come overnight. That was something that was well thought out on my end because I wanted my brand to represent Black beauty. Now anybody can buy from my brand, but I'm a Black woman. I
Right.
test all my products out, so it's gonna be more from my perspective and from perspective of people that look like me.
Yeah.
Period. So
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
That yes. No, but I like that because I know it's hard to kind of get into that realm and trying to find a good quality wholesaler uh to buy
it takes
from.
time.
That's yeah, it does. It does to the point where I'm seeing people selling lists. Like
Yeah.
they get it
Yeah,
together
you
and then
know
they're
what?
selling lists.
I at a certain point, I did have a vendor list, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not saying I won't sell a vendor list again because sometimes that is good money.
Right.
But for me, like especially in my personal life, if you know me and you're like, you know what, this is what I want to do, I'm
Yeah.
gonna give you a few vendors.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
have people that want to start their own makeup company, and they're like, well, Marlena, how did you do it? And can you help me? And I'm like, yeah, why not? This is not like what I'm doing is not. It's not like it's never been done before.
Hmm.
It's not a secret society. People try to make it seem like it is,
Yeah.
but it's not. And if I can help you, I will. Now, am I going to give you my vendors? No, probably not. But I will give you people that I know I've tested, and for whatever reason, it just didn't work out for me for whatever reason. But
Hmm.
that's the problem is that we don't want to share. We just want to keep things to ourselves, and it's just like I'm good, so I don't have to worry about anybody else. And this is why, in my opinion, we are not doing as well as we could or should be doing as a whole.
Right. Right. So that's a good segue. In the first half of the show tonight, just in conversation, it came out that right now, by Black is actually working. It's
Hmm.
actually finally picking up steam. Companies are making money. I'm walking around. I'm opening up my refrigerator, and I've got like Buy Black products, in there. I've got, that I've
Yeah.
ordered online, and it's shown up, and it feels so good, and the products are so amazing. How has Buy Black affected your businesses during this time?
How does what?
The Buy Black
Buying black.
movement.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've gotten a little traffic from it, but my business has been heavily affected behind, the coronavirus. I'm in New York
Hmm.
City, pretty much I stopped pretty much everything came to a halt in March.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only way I was able really that kept me going was my units. I already had a large amount. And then when I ran out, I was able to work a deal with my vendor where she pretty much was able to ship out my wigs for me and do my packaging and whatnot. And that's another thing a lot of people don't know about drop shipping. You don't always have to buy thousands of dollars of inventory. You can
Yeah.
actually, all companies don't do this, but there are some companies that will take care of your packaging for you and ship it out to you, to your clients. So that I weighed heavily on that. But the Buy Black movement, I have gotten some traction, but I feel like I'm a very unknown black owned company. And I feel like that's a lot because of me, because I don't put myself as the face of Norby brand. And I feel like sometimes people don't even know that, hey, there's this black woman
Yeah.
that that's pretty dope that
Yeah.
started this brand for us, So I have to do a better job on my end of really executing what my brand is, why I created it, so I can really reach more people. Now, me
Yeah.
doing this by myself the last few years, I know I've done very well. My hair has been worn by Meg Thee Stallion, the My Twins, Don Monique, Sloane Stevens, so there's so many people that I've already touched with me just doing this literally with myself and maybe an intern here and there. So
Yeah.
I just know the potential growth is there, especially we have the movement now. But
Yep.
I'm worried about the movement. I'm worried that it could possibly be just a temporary thing. I want it to be where it shouldn't be like 30 days we're going to support black owned businesses. It should just be like automatically, this is what
Yep.
we're doing. So this is how we're going to get to the next level, like all of us together collectively.
Right. Yeah, so we got some steam. We're rolling. I think if the customer service follows through with, month to month
Yeah.
on the business owner side, if we can keep the professionalism and the quality up, and I think it should be no reason why it shouldn't, because like I said, I go in my fridge and the products are just, when I open it, I'm amazing. And speaking of amazing products, I made a big, big deal about your lip gloss, and it's time for another one. So I'll be ordering another one soon. But tell
Yeah,
us about
that's
your cosmetics and what products you sell from the cosmetics family.
fine. Well, I have lip glosses. I actually have a few in front of me right now. Which one is this? This is my top seller. This is
Yes.
my baby, Cocoa Puff. Sells out all
Oh,
the time. So I sell lip glosses. I have some illuminating glow lotions as well. Lipsticks. My go-to right now because I'm not, even though it's so strange. I sell hair, cosmetics, but I'm not a big weave wearer. Like right now, I have my kinky straight.
yeah. It's so cute. You look
But
so
I'm
cute.
thank you. My thing is that I've been really taking care of my skin, really focusing on that because I've been
Yeah.
home and I haven't been eating that great. So I'll just make sure my skin is super moisturized, which I'm obsessed with my Protect. This is my daily moisturizer. But what really does it is my hydrating night cream. So I put a lot of this on at nighttime and I just do a little bit of bronzer in the daytime and my red lip. That's
And that's
it.
it.
Super
Good
easy
to go.
breezy. Yeah, I'm good to go. But for those who do want a lot more, I do have eyeshadow palettes. I'm in the process of testing mascaras and foundations, especially for women of color. I feel like if I'm gonna come into that game, I have to come in strong.
Yeah.
Like Rihanna Fenty,
She
like
about to
set the
come out with
bar.
this Fenty skin, girl.
What? I didn't even know that. But shout out to
Girl,
her though.
it,
Shout out to her. Like she's very inspiring. It's crazy because I brought my cosmetic domain name years ago. Before 50 came out, before any of these other lines came out, and I allowed somebody to seep into my psyche and tell me that it was too many cosmetic companies already.
oh no.
But once, yeah, but it happens sometimes. It happens
Yeah.
to the best of us.
Yeah.
I'm a very strong-willed, confident person, but it even happened to me where I lost almost 2 years of time because I just thought, well, maybe I shouldn't do it because everybody else sells makeup.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Rihanna. She's very inspiring. So I seen like what she did with her foundation. So I
Yes.
said, you know what? If I'm coming out with foundation, it has to be like probably 60 shades.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. She blew
Yeah,
us
because
away
it's
with
coming
that.
60 hues. Yeah.
Most definitely because just seeing how like in the 90s how women of color would be on the screen and you take a picture and you look at it, and some of the women would look gray in the face.
Yep.
And it's kind of like, you know, they didn't want to take the time to figure out what matched with what,
Yeah, no, they
so
definitely can,
Yep.
because you can. It's not hard, like you said, it's
exactly.
about one. But at the end of the day, like I said, I love all these women I seen doing these things with these beauty brands. It's just like, it inspires me. I never feel away. I'm just like, yes, get this money, and it just makes
Yeah.
me think and be more creative on, like, okay, what can I do to implement whatever I may see in other people's brands to bring my brand to the next level. And that's one thing I really have to like stress. When you're starting a new business, you're gonna go through the ups and downs. You're gonna like be insecure. And I'm a
Right.
super confident person, but I get insecure sometimes.
Yeah.
The best thing I always tell people is just you have to dial into yourself. There's
Yep.
only one you.
Right.
There's like Kylie should doing what she's doing over there. There's
Yep.
only one you. So you have to dial into where you are, because God created you to be great in whatever you decided you want to do. So I just really try to dial into myself and not get caught up in what everybody else is doing, because sometimes it will have you sitting in your room feeling
Mm-hmm.
like, wait, well, I've been around for this a long time. Why am I not in this publication? And why do not people know? Why does this person not know who I am? So
Yeah.
that's just like my thing.
Keep
Well,
pushing, because I'm telling you, when people find a product that they love, it doesn't matter who is selling it.
Yeah.
Maybe you have people that don't want to go to the mall, or they don't like to go into Sephora. Or they feel like if they walk into Sephora, it's so many people, because I used to work at the mall. I know it's people that walked in, people of color that have walked into Sephora or Ulta, and they done made them feel some sort of type of way, like they didn't want to help them, or they didn't know how to approach them, or they didn't know what products. So I think that being a Black beauty vendor, you're able to, you're really educated.
Thank
You're really
you.
an educator. You're educating people on, how to use the products, finding the right
Mm-hmm.
colors, um,
Yeah.
and just taking it from that aspect of things, instead of saying, "Hi, I'm Kylie Jenner. You should wear this because my name is Kylie Jenner." And just you may have to take a little bit more off to sell it, and more words and more education. But that is the gift that we have, I think, is Black beauty vendors,
Yeah.
for
Definitely.
our customers
And
and consumers.
I think it's definitely right now, it's definitely a shift um for our culture, for us
Yeah.
to step up.
Yeah,
It's a need, it's a want for it. There's different tastes for every color, every shade.
yeah,
That's what
Yeah.
makes us unique, that's what makes us dope. So you know, yes, we can doubt ourselves because they want to. We're kind of programmed that way, unfortunately, just
Yeah.
because of society. They want to make us feel that way so that we don't go out there and succeed. Because if you look at the Kylie Jenners and the Kardashians, they're mimicking something that's already been there, which we have within
And
us.
of course.
yeah,
Definitely.
So,
Without a question.
exactly. So,
And I wish more people would like just see that. And it has nothing to do, like, whatever they're gonna do, they're gonna sell out.
oh,
Like,
no,
that's a
most
given.
definitely. Most
You
definitely.
know,
Yeah.
so my thing is that, like, especially with our people, it's like, they're good.
yeah.
But do you know that buy a few lip glosses from me, you're supporting, like, really me, this
Right.
Black woman that's a mother of three kings. I have a life partner I've been with for 20 years. Like, I'm an autism mom. So it's like you're supporting me and my family and what I'm trying to do. And when my goal isn't to get rich. My
Yeah.
goal is really to like be comfortable and leave something for my sons. I have a lot of nieces. Maybe one day one of them want to decide they want to come on and like take over or work with me. So
Right.
it's more than just me like getting rich, buying all these like expensive bags, doing all these different things. Like, I'm just not set up that way. I just really want,
Right.
whenever I get a little bit of extra money, it's like, okay, how can I put this into my business? How can I add another line? That's like
Yeah.
my MO for everything. I saw Madam CJ Walker, and it was a part where it was just like, if that's not me, when she was like so excited telling her husband, like, oh, I could do this, I could do that, I'm gonna add this and I'm gonna add that. And he's telling her like to slow down. And that's
Slow
like with
down.
my, but she's just like, no, I'm gonna do it because you know why? This is what I feel on the inside. I guess maybe
Yep.
God gave her that feeling and that calling, and she made it happen at a
Right.
time where it was so hard for us. So that's like extremely inspiring to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what I didn't know is that she thrived during the Spanish flu. That I
Yeah,
did not know.
that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
inspiring, exactly. Me neither.
Yeah.
If you could do that, that shows you you're a whole different kind of like beast and animal.
Mm-hmm. Most
Yeah.
definitely.
And I just wanted to circle back to when you said that you don't put yourself on the like as the face of your businesses. And I get that, I get being a business owner. Maybe let's just break it all the way down to looking at a business Instagram page. Do you want to look at the owner? Do you want to look at their product? Do you want to look at their service? Should it be a nice blend of it? I
Yeah.
think that, when you start a business, that's something that you really need to take some time to think about how you want to incorporate yourself into the business,
Mm-hmm.
how
Oh,
visual you
definitely.
want to be. I know that it was a time in life where we were like, maybe if we're behind the scenes, it'll sell more or it'll sell
Yeah.
better if they don't quite know. But right now is the time where if you are a Black business owner, woman
Yeah.
business owner, it's time to scream it from the top of your lungs and let
Oh, yeah.
everybody know, because we
Right.
have to, number one, show that it can be done. You've been
Yeah.
doing this thing for a few years now, and it has just been amazing. Like I have the lip, like when I got the lip, it was so creamy and it felt so great on the lip. It's such a great quality. I don't do all the hair. I want to get a wig, but I'm
That's fine.
scared. I want to get a
No, no,
wig.
fine. No, you don't need a wig. You maybe a bundle or two mixed with that wavy hair you got going on right now. You're good. Maybe a
Try
couple
a new
clip-ins,
look
but
out
yeah,
or something.
yeah,
But I know the quality is just amazing. I know the different, high caliber customers and just celebrities that have wore your brand. So how can we find you? How can we support you, and how can we buy from you?
Okay, well, I have a website. So I'm in the midst of rebranding. So I have like three websites, but they all go to one site. But I'm just telling everybody, it's the website now is www.noir, Butte, or Botex. People say it's differently, BEAUTE brand.com. So norbutebrand.com. That'll bring you to the site where everything's there. My Instagrams, add Norbutte Cosmetics, add Norbutte Extensions, add Norbutte Skin. Eventually, I'm in the process of putting all of those pages, all those content into one page. That's part of my rebranding because, like I said, when I came out, I was just hair. Now I'm like cosmetics, skin. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to mold everything together, and especially with my skincare, because my skincare is not specific to like a gender. It's neutral. A man can use it. A woman can use it. I chose my packaging black and white. To me, it's sleek and sexy. So
Yeah.
males will buy it as well as females.
Gotcha.
All right. Sounds
Awesome.
good. Nico, did you have any other questions about Marlena's business?
What I do have, what has been your challenge? Because I know for me as a mom, multitasking, um, and there's days where I just shut down. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, you know what? I don't want to be bothered. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. I'm gonna be in
Mm-hmm.
this room. I'm gonna
Yeah.
lock the door, and I'm gonna be in here for 4 hours because I gotta get this stuff done. Like I don't care. Don't call me unless the house is burning down. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So like, how do you juggle all of that without like
Yeah.
bugging out?
Okay. Well, me, I feel like I'm lucky because my sons are older. I don't have no
Yeah.
little babies running around. I have an 18-year-old, a 16-year-old, and my younger just turned 13 today. So
Gotcha.
that's in itself is like if I had a 6, a 4, and a 3-year-old, I don't even know how I would do it. But
Right.
so pretty much they're in school. So when they're in school, that's when I'm doing a lot of my work. And it's crazy because I'm organized, but I'm disorganized at the same time. So I have structured times when they know this is time we're gonna be watching a movie together. We're gonna be playing board games at this time, and then they know. I tell them, I'll see you in 2, 3 hours. I have stuff I
Right.
have to do, and they know mommy has to work. Like right now, everybody's upstairs, so
Yeah.
it could be nice and quiet, and they
Yeah.
know my work. So and I explain to them, like, listen, I could, and this is, and I'm when I say this because I don't want anybody to get offended. I'm not knocking what anybody chooses to do career wise, but I let them know all the time. Even my sons that are on the spectrum, like you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
could be one of these women that's working 45, 60, 80 hours a week. I'm
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
never seeing you. So I tell them sometimes when I feel like they may think I'm, maybe doing too much and my time is too much away from them, I remind them that. Like I could
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
out this house 45, 60 hours a week, but I do
Mm.
this so I could be always accessible to you Whenever you're sick, it's never an issue. You're home with mom, you know. So
Right.
Right.
having older kids is a blessing. Now, if I had another child, a baby, that would be a challenge. I'm gonna be honest
Right.
with you.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. And it is, I mean, I have two older kids that are college age, and then I have a 9-year-old. So, but
Okay.
she's adjusting to it, and she's like, okay, she understands. And I do the same thing too. Like, you want me here or do you want me to have to leave the
Yeah.
house?
Yep.
So like we gotta compromise here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one that goes through that.
Yeah. And the
Yes.
thing is, kids are very smart. I feel like if you just talk to them, I'm not gonna say as adults because they're not adults, but as adult wise as you can, and just explain things to them. I feel like our generation of parents, it was like they didn't really tell us things. It's just
Right.
like I just said it. So I
Yeah.
feel like our generation we explain a little bit more to our kids. And sometimes I find myself laughing at myself, and I'm like, why am I explaining this to my kids?
Yeah.
But I think it's good that we do that though.
Right. So they can understand. Plus they learn too.
Yeah.
They're
And
learning.
then
Yeah.
they're learning and they get to see, and then they see, like, what, this is what my mommy did. And so, they learn the
Exactly.
same skill. Yep.
Yeah. It'll help them
Exactly.
to be able to
When
make
we're going
decisions.
into all these parks and going on vacation, they understand like, oh, okay, this is why she had to be off and doing this for this amount of time. So yeah, it all makes sense at the end.
I love it. I love how you have your moments of reward. I think that that's so important. I love to do that too. When you guys take your family cruises, I'm like, yes. Or you be like, all
Yeah.
right, y'all, I'm going to Florida. I'm going to. I
I,
think you like one of the resorts down here that I absolutely love. So
yeah.
yeah,
Orange Lake
how do
Resort.
you
I love
the Orange? I think it's Orange Lake. Is that where you
it. Yeah,
go?
Orange Lake Resort in
Oh,
Kissimmee.
that
Yes,
place
we love
is
that
it
place.
has everything one spot. You don't need to go
Yeah,
anywhere. Yeah, one
definitely.
stop shop. We love it. But yeah, when you work so hard and when you are mommying so hard, I tell everybody it's so important to celebrate and
Yeah.
to vacation with your family and just enjoy those memories as well. And I love the way that you guys do that as a family. I always look forward to seeing you guys' pictures.
Thank you. We're so sad this year. We're like,
We stuck, girl. We can't go nowhere right now.
we're locked down, definitely. But they, my kids, we watch the news, we have real conversations with them. We let them know we just can't do it this year. We'll make it up to you. Hopefully in 2021 we can add an extra trip, maybe two.
Yeah,
So we'll see.
definitely, definitely. Is it anything that you want anybody to know? What do you want the world? This is what we asked our last two guests. What do you want the world to know about Norbute's brand? We're gonna say
Um,
Norbute brand.
okay. Yes, Norbute brand. Well, like what I already said, Norbute means Black Beauty in French. I just want people to know what I went over, like pretty much why I made it, which is because this industry is so saturated with people that don't look like me. If I could did the numbers on how many black women wore weaves opposed to the companies, because there's a lot of black owned companies, but it's a face. They're a black face. So, I want people to understand the reason why I did it. I want young black girls to know because I feel like I wish I had somebody maybe like me or just some of these other influential women that I see tell me that, listen, girl, you can start and do any business that you want to do. You
Yep.
don't need $20,000. You don't need an investor. Everything I do is self-funded. You just have to figure out what you want to do. You have to do your own research and you have to figure it out. People
Yeah.
always ask me, oh, how do I do it? And I just say, I just do it because I do my research and I just figure it out. And we have so much information now. So I just
Yeah.
want people to know that I'm a black woman. I built this black brand so I can elevate my family and myself, obviously, to the next level. And I can give other opportunities to women who want to wholesale. Eventually, I'm going to do wholesale in regards to my skincare and my cosmetic line as well. So if
That's
you want to start
awesome.
thank you. So if you want to start your own cosmetic and skincare line, you could do that as well. Long-term goal, I'm looking to do more of like a Mary Kay formula. I used to sell Mary Kay,
Yeah.
and she gave a lot of women opportunities to make a lot of money, and I was one of those women.
Yeah. Definitely. That's awesome.
That's dope. Yeah, I was just
I
gonna
also
say.
want to add one more thing. I want to put a face too as well. Like
Yeah.
I stated, I am an autistic mom. I
Yeah.
feel like when my sons got diagnosed, I never seen any woman that looked like me talking about what it's like to have a child on the spectrum. It was women that looked nothing like me at all. Now, over the last few years, I do see more younger moms talking about, their plight with their children with autism. So I would like to kind of put a face to that as well, because my businesses have become because I'm a mother of two children with autism. If my sons didn't have autism, I may have never been an entrepreneur. That's like the reality of it.
Right.
And
You've
I
done
like,
such
yeah,
an amazing job, Marlena.
yes. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. No, and I was going to say the comfort, the comfort level that you're giving people who have children also on the spectrum, or because there's a lot of people who don't feel comfortable talking about
Yeah.
certain, I mean, they're personal. They feel like that's their family business. They don't feel comfortable talking about it. So the fact that, you're very open with it and showing how you overcome some of the adversities of how people react, and being able to still be a businesswoman and be successful and still doing the damn thing, that's very motivational.
It is. It's very
I
motivational.
appreciate it.
Super
Yes.
inspiring.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you for being on with us tonight, Marlena. We're going to continue to share your brands as you rebrand. We'll spread the word. So, guys, if you're looking for some bundles, for some moisturizer, don't go to Fenty Skin. If you check Fenty Skin out, okay, we'll forgive you, but you need to get it right with Marlena and check out her products, because the quality is there, the packaging is there. You have the full package, and we just appreciate you, and we thank you for your business.
Yes.
Keep
Yes.
pushing.
Lady,
And we're here for
will.
you. I know I don't talk to you every day. I might not even talk to you every year, but we pick up, we know, and we're rooting for you. We're right here for you. Just keep pushing.
Thank you,
Yes.
ladies. I appreciate you having me on. Like I said, I'm really trying to come out and be more somewhat a little bit of the face of the brand,
Yes.
just a
Be
little
the
bit.
face, girl. We're gonna hit you
Yeah.
up again. This isn't the
Yes.
end. We'll hit you up again. We're gonna keep, as we continue to grow. We stay in touch with everybody. It may even be on a face-to-face platform where you come out to a retreat, and be a guest speaker, or just an educator. Like we want to continue this platform and grow this platform as well with you guys as a community. So
Yes.
Okay,
be the
I love
face.
that.
Yeah.
Exciting. I'm
Yeah.
happy. I'm proud of the ladies too, because we need more things like this. I see so much divisiveness between women of color, and it's just I know that's a small pocket of us. It's this right here. This is what really is the heart and soul of a Black woman, in my opinion.
This is a beautiful thing. We've connected with over 30, we're pushing 35 people after this show tonight. And it's been a few men. We sprinkled in a few guys, but we've had women. I mean, we need to break the curse.
Yes.
The colorism and the racism and the hate, it just, everybody has differences, but we're smart, we're educated, we have something to give, we're all motivational. We just need to be more open and more sharing and accepting
and supportive.
And, okay, and supportive.
We need to support. We need to support each other.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things we like to do is meet women that you normally wouldn't have met, taking you outside of your box and your comfort zone, and networking with women of all colors, all of our generation or not, culture, and being able to communicate and support one another. Because I think the stereotype of us tearing each other down, or you're happy for them but you're really not happy, and we shouldn't be that way. We have so many talents, and different gifts. There's certain things that I might be good at that I can help you with, and you can help me. That doesn't mean I want to take over your business or you want to take over my business. We're just supporting each other and helping each other where we lack. That's it.
Exactly. That we have to get more to and stop worrying about mind you, there are some people that may try to do something weird to you, but you have to be open, because there's somebody that can add on something so much greater to your life.
Exactly.
So I definitely agree.
But
we got to stick together.
We do. Yeah. But when great minds think alike and we have all that good energy in one circle, the bad ones we're gonna run them away, because they're not gonna like the energy. Our energy is gonna be so good that we'll be annoying to them. So we're gonna run them off anyway.
I know. I'm annoying to people. I know it. But I tell you for a fact, look, somebody's probably watching right now. It's probably like, oh, there goes Marlena again. She's annoying. But you know what? I just said, God God made me this way. It's the God in me. My dad raised me, rest in peace, Dad, to like always speak my mind, and I'm
Yeah.
just gonna do that.
Right.
That's just me.
Right. Exactly.
And
So
she's a Libra. And we got to top it off with
Yeah.
some
oh,
Libra-ness.
oh, I love the Libras. Yes. Well, you got see the
Yeah.
Libras, you balance us out. I'm a
Yep.
Pisces, so you
We
balance us out.
balance.
You keep us
Okay. Pisces, you guys wear the heart in your sleeve, right?
Yeah, yeah, but we're
Yeah.
we pick up on vibes very quickly. Like
Yeah, my
we
brother's
could
a
tell.
Pisces. Malcolm's a
Yeah.
Pisces. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. We walk in the
Libras,
room
we're
and
like that too.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my brother, he's a Pisces. He's actually my closest brother, and he's like that too. I always say energy is everything with me. You can smile
Mm-hmm.
at me, and you can look real pretty while you're smiling. But if I see something or feel something, I just know like something's off,
Yep.
And I really, and that's one thing I want to say too. I feel like people sometimes like overlook things, and a lot of times you find yourself in some real weird situations because you didn't go with the feeling that God gave you.
Exactly.
That's true.
For a reason. And I feel like
Exactly.
my energy meter is on like 20 all the time.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you gotta
Yeah.
be in the business that you're in. You're definitely
Yeah.
I mean I would definitely sit in your chair and and let you do my hair and talk, and talk and things of that nature or or my makeup or something of that. You have a very inviting conversation. So
Oh, thank
especially
you.
in the line of business, you definitely want to be that way, because I think some
Yeah.
people who deal with in any type of service, and then they have this attitude and it's like you're in the wrong line of business. I think you need to find
Oh,
something that is going to suit you because you're
yeah.
doing a disservice, to this
I
brand actually, So yeah.
like I always feel like the reason why my business has done so well is because of me, my personality. Like
Yeah.
I'm just generally a super nice person,
Mhm.
for the most part. We all have our days. So I feel like that brings my customer service level to the next level to where
Right.
people they don't know they're talking to the owner most of the time. They think they're talking to my assistant or this person or that person just
Right.
because, I just know how important it is to make people feel comfortable. When you taking
Right.
somebody's money, well, not taking because they're giving me their money, but when you're dealing with somebody's money, you always have to make them feel as comfortable as possible. You always have to feel like, you know what, this person has got my money, they just don't care anymore. So I always try
Right.
to make sure I'm transparent with my clients, and I try to make sure I take care of them as best as I can. And my
Right.
perfect no, but that's one thing too. Going back to that with Black businesses, a lot of times we don't have what these other big brands and other companies have. We don't have all this funding. We don't have all these
Mhm.
moving parts where we can have things shipped out the same day. A lot of entrepreneurs are working full-time jobs and working on the side. I'm
Yeah.
lucky
Mhm.
where I could do this full time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
may
that's
take a
true.
little
But I'm
bit
gonna leave
more
and
coming from
I'll
us,
talk
but
all
it's
night if you guys keep letting me.
Oh, no, no,
oh,
no.
we same way, girl. We had one show. It was 3 hours long. We was just chatting it up and chatting it up.
Okay. Okay. Because I'm
We
one
had
of
a
those
whole
persons. I'm
two.
like,
We had a
listen,
two-part
you gotta
movie.
like cut me off because I'll keep going.
Oh my God, it's been so nice to have you on. We're gonna do
Thank
more. We're
you.
gonna, continue to spread the word, like I said before, and definitely have you back. And I
Okay,
would love
great.
to see you come out, and be one-on-one and like hands-on with some of our folks that come to the retreat. Like if we do one in Virginia or something like that, we'll reach out to you and plan. Because I could see them,
I love
being able to touch the skincare and trying it on and, just getting that education piece behind it too. It'll be an amazing experience.
Oh
So
yeah,
keep
most
in touch
definitely.
that.
and we'll
Yes.
Okay.
keep in touch
Hey,
with
thank you,
you.
ladies. Thank you so much. I
Have
appreciate
a
it.
have a good night. I know the boys are like, can I go downstairs yet?
And
That's how I
No,
can I
yeah, but they're waiting.
they waiting. I know they waiting. So
They look good
we'll
though.
we'll
Good
end on
night,
that note for
ladies.
them. We love
Okay.
you.
It was
Have a
nice
good
meeting
night.
you.
You. Nice
Bye.
meeting you. Thank you.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Yeah, that would be my kids. They would be like, they'd be at the top of the stairs, like, can I come? Can I
Girl.
come?
Yes. Or
Can I come
Bianca
downstairs yet?
putting her fingers under the door like, are you done? You done yet? You done? You done? Or tiptoeing looking. And like, girl, calm down.
I'm still on. I'm still on.
I
Gosh,
know.
guys, this was such a nice show. Every time when we do a two-part show like this, by the time I get to the second part, I'm already like, Dad, the first half, those guests, they were so great. This it was
I
such a
know.
good, good
Yes.
chat.
And, well, they're great. Everybody was great. Everybody,
Mhm.
their personality and vibe, very, very good vibe. And I learned something. Well, I
Yeah,
learned something every chat. I learned something
every
new every chat.
chat, every chat. That black ginger. I'm like, dang,
I didn't know that. The black ginger, the band, that just blew
the
my mind with the
Band-Aid.
band-aids. Like,
Yo,
what?
come on, y'all. Come into the comments. Did you guys know that Band-Aids was supposed to match your skin? Like they supposed did we know that?
I
We didn't
didn't.
know that.
Mm-mm.
Now we have a product. She sold out, but go to the website and put in your email so that you can get notified when she restocks.
Socks, yeah.
Because yeah, and then I think that they have the pajamas. I think that they are available for purchase
The
now.
pajamas. Yep,
And
the
the book.
pajamas.
Yeah,
And I definitely like the character
the character.
band-aids where um I like the way they're gearing it towards things that are realistic.
Right.
I really like that. Then, because now that I think about it, I mean, I don't want to take away the whole fantasy for certain people, but I
But
just
you
the
can
more
grow up to be Spider-Man. I mean, not
yeah,
unless you're gonna do
and that's what I'm
cosplay.
saying. And like the more I think about how this world is going in direction these days, it's like, man, we need to tell these kids the truth. Like you need to let them know, nah, ain't no Superman. That's
Right,
fictional. You can watch that. It great for entertainment, but you can't be no Superman.
right, right. You can't be an astronaut though. You can't be an astronaut.
You could
So
be a judge. You can't be a
yeah, you can
judge.
be a judge.
Can't
Ballerina,
be a
she had
firefighter.
so many. God, it was
Yes,
when she kept going on,
yes,
I was like, oh my God, I thought it was maybe like three. I was like, she does a new one every year. She says she wants to do like one or two new ones every year. So that's super exciting.
yes.
So, and then Marlena wrapping us up with her beauty line for the summer.
Skincare. Mm-hmm.
We need the moisturizer and the bronzer, and she had glitter or glimmer shimmer cream, the lip
Yes,
glosses,
the lip
the
gloss
hair.
and yes.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
she's just your one-stop shop. So definitely check out her website. If you have any questions, you can reach out and speak to her directly. We'll share her information. But yeah, y'all summer is popping with these products.
Yes,
And
love it.
speaking of products, we have some too. So I have some of our products to share. So we decided
Yes.
that what we would do is get some cool products and have them for you guys. I know with some confusion with the hairpins on what we had. What were they? But they're hairpins. This is the top seller, the FU pin. All of these are on our Facebook page. You can purchase them and we'll ship them out. Everything on the site is under $15. This is the lip trio.
Cute.
Okay.
Cute,
And then
cute, cute.
yes, royalty, the queen pin.
Yes.
So I just wanted to show y'all these because it was some confusion. People were like, I thought they were money clips. And I was like, well, I guess they can be money clips if you want them to be, but they're hairpins and they're super cute. So we sell those. And then another question I had was about the scarves. So these are beautiful. I don't know if you can get the full. Are you getting the full
Mm-hmm.
on here? So great, a good size satin. This is the Anchor, cute for summertime. So we're selling these
That's
on the
good.
site too. So just some helpful, fun beauty products for you guys to rock this summer with some Mamas with Commas
Thomas.
inspiration. So I hope you guys like that. I hope you guys like that. It's more fun stuff. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time showing, but I could go on and on too. We have a beach towel, children's belts, the neon, neon's in right now. So we have some of those. And then
Yes.
our cute little Mamas with Commas mugs. So you guys
Mugs.
can support that mission as well. But gosh, what else is going on? What else is new?
Whew, there's a lot going on. I just um I don't know, it's a lot going on. I just
It
hope
is.
that everyone just stays focused on the importance of what's good for you and your family. And I hate to say it, but what did DL Hughley say? Don't do as they say, and I'm talking about, when I say they, I'm talking about the administration and those who supposedly run things. Don't do as they say, do as they do. So if they're pushing vaccinations and they're not giving vaccinations to their kids, why are you going to do that to your kids? They're not doing it. If they're not going back, their kids not going back to school, but they're pushing for your kids to go back to school. I don't know, So I just want to say, I think at this point, just do what's best for you and yours, and what's going to work for your. I understand this is a time where you're going to have to really sit down at that table, and whoever, whether it's your spouse or could be your mom, or just a family, uncle, whoever, brother, and talk about a game plan on how the family is going to accomplish what needs to be done as a family. Unfortunately, that's just my opinion. I just think that's the direction that we're going to go into. I think we need to really be smart. We need to stick together. We have a lot of people out there on the front lines that are really actually doing things. If you can support, me personally, I can't be out there on the front lines per se, but I have donated to some bond funds to kind of help those organizations, who are out there that need that support, and just supporting one of our guests we had, Amy, for the 8th district. If you're in the Virginia area or have family in this area, she has where you can donate, and we were able to, we donated as a group to her organization as well. So, just trying to do your part, and just making sure that you're active in the community. I went to my first school board meeting the other day. After talking with Amy, she kind of got me into thinking like, yeah, what does make sense? Like, I should be going to see what's going on with my kids' school and different things of that nature. And I'm glad I went, because there's a lot of things that I probably wouldn't have picked up on if I didn't go.
Wow.
So, I guess what I'm trying to say is that this is a time that you really need to pay attention and do what's best for you and yours.
Right.
Because,
and the cool thing about our chat is we're able to, have these people on, and we're learning, and we're not just sitting, and just chatting it up, and it's going in one ear and out the other. I mean, we're making action moves. That's one reason why we kind of stopped, the week to week chat, so we could kind of go back and really put some action behind some of the conversation and things that kind of sat with us and struck a chord with us. So I didn't know you went to a school board meeting. That is awesome. I'm glad you did that.
Yeah, it was it was close by. You normally they don't have it close, but yeah. Yeah, it was eye opening. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not. It just goes to show you how things operate.
Yeah.
It just goes to show you how things operate, and that if you're not involved, and I'm not knocking anybody who's not, because trust me, when my older two were in school, I was working sometimes 2 jobs, or I would have to go out of town for work. So I was not always able to go and be there. I relied on my village to help me when I couldn't be there. But I see the importance of actually going and seeing what's going on, especially in a time like this. And I saw parents who, took time from work to go to this meeting, because they don't know where else to turn. Unfortunately, if you are in a certain area, you're not getting all the resources that you need, or your children are not getting all the resources needed to succeed. So as a parent, you're having to kind of assure of that and make sure that gets done. I mean, one of the biggest things that they kept addressing in that board meeting was mental health. The kids have been pulled out of school abruptly in March. They have had no social skills whatsoever since March. Yes, they have been able to interact with, but things have been so closed for them. And I'm, everybody's on a different spectrum when it comes to it. But, I don't think they're trying to make so many rules for kids to go back to school that they're not really looking at how does this look for the kid mentally to deal with when they go back.
Right.
Like, you know, and people could look at me and go, oh, she's making a big deal out of nothing. But just think about it. You know, the kids left in March. They've been out of school since then. They go back, they got to wear masks,
Yeah.
which I'm not knocking that.
Yeah.
But things have changed, you know? So there's got to be something where, you know, we can have dialogue where these kids can be comfortable and have someone to talk to, an outlet, have someone to
Yeah.
talk to and things of that nature. So, you know, to sum it up, you know, it was just eye-opening, it was good to go just to kind of see like where they are in the decision making of having being able for the kids to go back and what the decisions are for the parents.
Yeah.
And so that you can make a decision for yourself as far as what you want to do. I mean, everybody's situation is different, so it's based on what you want to do. I
Right.
just feel like as a whole, we definitely need to stick together in our communities to assure that we elect the right people where they need to be, that are going to speak for us so that we can be able to get through the things that we need to for the rest of the year. Um, I definitely would make sure that, you know, you and your family have a game plan,
Mm-hmm.
pre-election and after election, um, on what your family dynamics is going to look like moving forward.
Yeah.
Because there is going to be a change, and it's not going to be, we're not going back to what we think we know we're comfortable with, and we just need to be prepared for it.
Right.
Um, if we look around at the world now, a lot of people are having mental breakdowns. People
Yeah.
that normally you wouldn't think would have one,
They're
they're
having them.
having one.
Yeah. Left and right.
So let's just prepare ourselves. You know, if we need to talk to somebody, talk to someone. Um, you know, there's a network of people, and we just need to reach out to those networks, and we need to be open and support each other during this time because we're all in the same boat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, so that's
For
pretty
sure.
much I mean, that's pretty much to sum it up without really getting into details, like, because there was a lot of things that happened this week, a lot of things that went
Yeah.
on, you
Yeah.
know, just looking at the media, you
Mm-hmm.
know, just thinking about, I mean, I'll just throw one out there, Breonna Taylor,
Yep.
you know, a couple of the protesters, well, not a couple, I think it was like, what, 120 to 100 people that got arrested, and
Arrested. Peaceful protests.
peaceful protests. They all
Mm-hmm.
got arrested and they got charged with felonies.
Yeah.
Which
Which is going
with
to stain their record when it comes to doing other things. It's super unfortunate how they're handling this.
well,
You know?
they're trying to put fear in everyone so that they don't go against the grain, and that's basically what they've been trying to do. They've done since beginning of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
mean, they did. You know,
No.
I'm just seeing it. I'm just seeing it go down the chain. I mean, it's unfortunate, you know. But we can't. We're at a point right now. It's like either we do, or it's like a do or die situation. Like, we got to move forward. We can't go back. We cannot
Yeah.
go back. We got to move forward. I
Right.
mean, you know, we have the resources. We just choose to not go forth with it. We're afraid to venture out on our own.
Yeah.
Because we've been so used to having certain things. But do we really have those things? Because we're still being controlled. Just to be a part of certain organizations and things where we could just be in our own lane. You know, you
Yeah.
see those memoirs all the time. I'm in my own lane, manifesting my own dreams.
Yeah.
Why can't, you know? So, but I mean, we could go on and on and on. It's a lot of different things that we need to do as a whole. But I think to kind of sum it up, I think the biggest thing right now is to really have those conversations with your family. Now is the time where we need to stick together as a unit, have
Yep.
these conversations, talk about what may or may not happen, what's the game plan, what are your children's thoughts? Because I
Yeah.
think we get so wrapped up in our own ish that we
Mhm.
don't even check on our kids to be like, yo, are you good? What are you thinking? You know, with the whole going back to college, or you're getting ready to graduate, it's not going to be a normal graduation for you. Are you, I know you're having a little bit of hard time as far as what direction you're going to do with job wise, because you haven't really been able to do internships, and just have those conversations with them and come up with a game plan.
Yeah. When you were talking about, everything that's going on, I think that's what kept coming to me is right now is the time to get with the immediate family and start having those conversations and those plans, have everybody understanding what the family goals are, what everybody's individual goals are, who's in transition, who needs help, who needs support, who's doing good right now. You know what I'm saying? And then don't forget what you're seeing on TV. Don't forget what you're hearing on the news, but just kind of focus in on the family unit and get the game plan together. That seems to be the most important thing to be doing right now.
Yeah.
And staying healthy.
Listen, let me tell you something. Listen, staying healthy is probably the best thing you could probably do. I know there's 2 friends of mine who are have their own garden right now. They're growing straight up vegetables, their own food, like vegetables, tomatoes, onions, all kinds of stuff, lettuce, spinach, just starting their own garden. So a mint. So it's like, that's one thing. I mean, making sure you're taking your vitamins and different things like that. Now, look, I'm not no health fanatic. Trust me. I'll start something and then I'm done with it. Then I start with it as far as exercise and things of that nature. But when I tell you that I have been taking vitamins, all my vitamins on a regular basis.
I got a little salsa full of vitamins. Yeah.
It's just, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Stay healthy. Keep your wellness, keep your energy up.
Energy levels.
You boost it up. Get out into the sun, connect with the ground. How many of y'all been outside barefoot lately? Connect with the ground. So, just stay in tune and just keep yourself together, keep yourself grounded, keep your family grounded. Yes, I was gonna go out there, but I'm not gonna go out there. We've been on here for 2 hours.
Go out there. Yes.
Yes. It's a beautiful journey for me right now. I'm definitely trying to stay healthy and trying not to get sick. But just feeding the spirit and the mind and just going through a lot of healing right now, spiritually and family healing. It's a good time right now. It's a beautiful time right now. So other than that, yes, I agree 100%. Stay in touch with just communicating with the children, knowing where their minds are, understanding where they are. They're getting ready to go back to school. They're going to be coming up on deadlines. So, just communicate with them, help them, walk them through these processes and make sure they get everything signed up. Dentist appointments, doctor's appointments. We're just shooting some things out to keep everybody motivated, and keep the family rolling.
Keep the family rolling.
Yeah, keep everybody rolling, keep everybody going.
I read something. It said, for all you mamas out there who've been able to keep the family out of the hospital, you're doing a damn good job. So I just want to say that to everybody.
Isn't that an amazing thing?
If you could just do that, you've done your job. Okay,
you've done your job. You've kept the sanitizer on their hands. You've kept them washing their hands, the mask on their face. You're staying at home, staying away from all of the craziness. Because it's real. It's real. It's still very real. So we're going to do our best. I hope everybody's enjoying their summer. I know we can't do a lot of vacationing like normal. Miami is like calling my name. I haven't been able to do my summer Miami trip.
I'm dying over here because I would have been in Florida 3-4 times by now. Okay, from March to now, I would have been down there at least 3 times. So I I am losing. I mean, I don't want to say I'm losing my mind. I'm a traveler, but you know,
Yeah.
we're travel girls. Like we like to we like to explore. So,
Yes.
this has been something I've had to learn to deal with, but
Yeah.
you know, it's this too shall pass. But most definitely, and I mean, some of you may or may not know, but I started dibbling into the travel business, and becoming a travel agent, um, under my Desirable Trends name, and that went to a halt. You know, so that kind of slowed the business down tremendously, with different regulations. But I will say this: people are traveling,
Yes.
and what I've seen is that people are traveling and staying abroad for 30 days or more.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that is for people who are able to work remote, of course, and things of
Yeah.
that nature. And now, with kids, more and more kids doing virtual schooling, you're going to see a lot more people. And I'm not saying this to be like, oh my God, you know, but you're going to see a lot more people starting to move abroad for a little
Yep.
bit.
That countries are even offering like extended stays. I know in Barbados they're offering a 30-day extended stay if you know, at vacation, if you will, where you can, if you are a remote worker, you can literally go down there and they have accommodations and arrangements, you know, where you can go down there and stay for 30 days and live on the
Right.
island in paradise, you know, while you're
Exactly.
working remotely. And
Mm-hmm.
it turns out to be like an experience, and then it helps jumpstart their vacation and tourism down there. But you know, I think companies and places, they're going to get creative on how to keep things going,
Yes.
and that's some of what we're noticing. So
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, so we're gonna take another couple of weeks off. We're gonna get these kids ready for school. We still have some work to do with Mamas with Commas, our upcoming trips for next year, and the retreat. But when we come back in the fall, we're gonna come back with some great shows. We already have our lineup through almost the rest of the year, so we're super excited about all of the different things that we're going to be talking about. And we just, you know, we appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in with us this evening. I do want to give a couple of shout outs. So Kiva was on our very first show. So Kiva, it's been 4 months, girl, since you've been on here with us, our very first chat. Kiva has her own children's book. She just launched her own children's book this past week, and we
Go,
shared it on
Kiva.
Facebook. Her and her daughter. Her
That's so awesome.
Yes,
Congratulations, Kiva, if you're watching. Yay. That's
yes,
dope.
yes. So
Yes.
we've been sharing it. So if you guys have can support her. If you have children and you want to gift the book, definitely do that. I'm super excited for Kiva. And Ashley, who was on one of our earlier shows, she just opened up her brick and mortar, her location where she's going to be doing hair. So
Okay.
I wanted to definitely give her a shout out and tell her that we're super excited for her and to keep pushing. That is it. So many people doing amazing things during this time. It's kind of blowing me because it could be an awful thing, but I think if you're focused and if you have these goals, people are taking the time to really achieve these goals, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, because you think about it, this is the time to do it. This is the
Yeah,
time to manifest, because I feel like with all of this stuff happening, it's forcing you, in order to align with your family and what's important, to get what you need to get done. Yes, it's not going to be easy. You know, anything worth having is never going to be easy. You're going to put that work in, and there's going to be times where, like I've said earlier in the show, where I've shut down and I needed a timeout, you know. But I'm telling you, now's the time. There's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of things I think there's a lot of things going on that if you just get through the research, you'll be able to see that you can benefit from so much right
yeah,
now to kind of get what you need to get done to
yeah,
accomplish your goals.
yeah. We got a lot of time, so yeah.
Yes.
Other than that, we're gonna sign off, and we'll be back in 2 weeks to chat
And
with you
two,
guys. Thank y'all so
Weeks.
much. We love y'all. Have a good night and have a good rest of your summer. Follow us on Instagram. We're on there, if not every day, every other day. We're on Facebook. So stay in touch. We wish everybody well, everybody's family.
Yes.
We will see y'all soon. Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good weekend.